Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Who we got? Who's here? Let's see if that's too zoomed in for these. That's not too bad, I guess. Cool, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I know it's a surprise, it's a Saturday stream, but yeah, got plenty of the collection to go through. I was really surprised with how much I didn't get to yesterday, so today might be a bit longer for sure. See if anyone else piles in. We'll give a couple minutes and then we'll get started. Can't forget about this guy. This is probably more rare than this is at this point. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Seeing who shows up, and then we'll get right into it. We've got a whole bunch of tubs to get through. I don't think it's going to be as long and drawn out as yesterday was, but you never know around here, so. All right, you know what? Let's just get into it. What's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. So as you guys can see by the thumbnail, we're getting into more of the collection series today. I wanted to start off with these binders because this is some of the stuff I didn't get to previously, and then we'll start getting into the tubs. We've got probably 10 tubs worth of stuff. They're not overly filled, at least some of them, so they're somewhat organized. I tried to keep them in somewhat order last night when I was going through all this, but yeah, we'll just get started. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend so far. Yesterday's stream was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to go that long, but yeah, definitely go check that out if you missed out yesterday. And then we still are doing a stream tomorrow, pretty much cover down on whatever we don't do today. And then next week we'll have a mail day stream on Friday. That should be pretty fun. Also, keep in mind that myself and Mewtwo Dude are trying to do a co-stream tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, Monday at some point. We're figuring out the times and places for that. If anything, we might do it over on Instagram, especially because I haven't streamed on Instagram yet. And then I'll just re-upload that video to YouTube. So for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, you guys still get a chance to check it out. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. So I wanted to show off some of these binders real quick. This one specifically because I feel like this is a little more rare. You don't really see this too often. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's still used. It's not perfect, but yeah, it's a really old binder. Obviously, you know, it's from the year 2000. But a lot of people have seen this binder before in some of these standard ones. What's up, Mewtwo Dude? How we doing? I was literally just talking about you, talking about the collab stream we're trying to figure out. But yeah, so this one here, unfortunately, there's nothing in it just yet. I haven't decided if I want to put anything into it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like these old pages. And again, it's more of like a collector piece to just have this binder. But I was thinking if I do put anything in here, it'd probably be just Squirtle cards, and just see how many Squirtle cards I can fit in this whole binder. But you can see like some of the pages, again, someone used this for a long time and through their childhood. So, but it was a cool collection piece to pick up for sure. Next, you guys have seen this one before, but again, thought since we're doing showcase stuff, I'd show it off again. This is an original binder I had when I was a kid, and I kind of reconverted it to a lot of the WotC promos. This is still a work in progress. I'm still missing a lot of these, but this binder is going to be specifically for all the Wizards of the Coast Pokemon promos. And as I complete this binder, which there's 2 cards from the old WotC promos that I probably won't be getting anytime soon, probably mainly because they're like $500 or $600 a piece. But a lot of these other ones, you can kind of piecemeal together. But yeah, a lot of absolutely amazing promos. And again, it just had the old Black Star promo stamp and then the number in the corner. But a lot of really awesome artwork and some great promos to be had in here. Obviously, Birthday Pikachu is definitely an iconic one for sure. You get some legendary bird action here. Original Surfing Pikachu. Yeah, and again, I spaced all this out so I already had room for everything. The Entei promo, which on the Japanese side, this came in that Neo File 2. You get the Igglybuff. You get Pokemon Tower and Magmar, Scyther, and then of course, last but definitely not least in terms of WotC promos is the good old Ancient Mew. This is the one I've had since I originally got it when I was a kid. This is my original Mew promo. You guys saw I have sealed ones. I've got a bunch more coming in. I really do want to try and grade some, especially right from the seal. But yeah, this is another childhood binder that I'll keep adding to over time. These 3 binders you guys have seen before, so I shouldn't really have to spend too much time unless you have questions or you guys want to chit chat. I'm open for it. This one here, once I complete this is going to be very, very nice. This is going to be like another grail piece for me is to complete this set. If you haven't seen this, these are the web series promos exclusive to Japanese. They just took a lot of iconic artwork throughout the early years of Pokemon. I think this was up to like early 2000s, maybe 2001. But yeah, they took a lot of this old artwork. And again, you see some stuff from base set in here. You see some Neo Gen cards in here. You have Dark cards in here, some Team Rocket stuff. Yeah, just a lot of really, really awesome artwork. Surfing Pikachu, you get Dark Charmeleon and War Turtle, Dark Weezing, and then cards from Jungle Fossil. So it was kind of like a best of set. And then from here on out, this is where things started getting expensive. You get the Raichu, you get the special delivery Dragonite. This was originally seen in, oh my goodness, the WB promos on the English side. There's Rocket's Mouth, which we just saw the English promo for. Wabbit, how we doing? And then obviously all the other blanks I have here are because there's hollows. But yeah, these are absolutely amazing. All right, hey, I appreciate it, man. Go do your thing. Obviously the video is going to get uploaded after the stream. And then if you want, reach out to me sometime tomorrow, and we'll figure out the stream for Monday. But appreciate you coming by. But yeah, this is the last one. It's only a 48 card little subset. but this is the last card. You get the Machamp Holo. But some of the ones I'm missing, well, rather all the ones I'm missing, they're either in transit to fill in these last couple of gaps here, or they're all like $150 and more per card, with the most expensive card in this set ranging from like $800 to $900 ungraded. But yeah, good old web series collection. It's something I saw while I was deployed, and I'm like, yep, I'm definitely working towards that. These two binders here, again, you guys have seen these before, so yeah, these are a lot of well, you talk about these ones here. I wouldn't say they were promos. They were just a subset that came out. This is a very small print run. It was kind of like a best of kind of set for web series. Not necessarily promos, but again, they kind of just took like the best artwork or the most favorite artwork from that time. We'll show off this one. This one's a little bit older, but you guys have seen this. Obviously, it's got a little bit of wear and tear. This one's pretty much maxed out. So starting off with all the amazing rares, I know this was kind of a short-lived thing that the Pokemon Company did, but I thought this is really, really neat. And I have 4 of each of these in both English and Japanese. So I do plan on grading these at some point in time. I don't know when, but when I do, I'm going to send all of these together. So I can keep some for myself, but then obviously some of the other ones will be sold off. And then they do have Chinese variants now, which I may just get one of each of the Chinese variants. I haven't even looked if they have it in like Korean or any other language, but yeah, amazing rares. Really hope they go up in value at some point in time. But if not, I think they're great collector's pieces and they're fairly cheap. Now we're getting into some of the character rares from Sword and Shield. A lot of absolutely amazing artwork. You guys have seen a lot of these before. Most of these came from like VMAX Climax or V-Star Universe or all the other sets in between. But a lot of really, really awesome artwork. And with these, I try to get like the gold sleeves, and a lot of these gold sleeves came from like Brilliant Stars or one of those other sets. So it kind of pops in the backdrop. But yeah, really, really awesome. This is where we started getting into like the Lost Origins or Dark Phantasma character rares. All absolutely amazing for sure. But again, just another random collection piece. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with these. This is where it starts V-Star Universe, by the way. You start getting into all these. These were all the ones they saw in Crown Zenith. But yeah, I think it'd be cool. Will I ever grade these or do anything else with it? Who knows? It would be sick to have all of these graded for the personal collection, but it's a lot of cards. On top of the, I did the math earlier, I have 150 cards for the personal collection slated to get graded. Now, that probably won't happen anytime soon, unfortunately, mainly because I have stuff I need to grade for the shop. But once those are out of the way, maybe even like once I get my tax return, maybe I'll kind of spoil myself a little bit there. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm getting graded now is for business, unfortunately. I mean, it's good, right? Obviously, it's business, it's bringing money. But personal collection, I'm putting off grading stuff for that for a little bit. But if you guys want to see that, so if you guys want to see what I'm grading for the personal collection, or if you want to see my most up-to-date graded card collection, let me know in the comments of this or during the live stream. And maybe we'll do that for another collection showcase once I get through all the tubs. It's something that I promised you guys a long time ago. But we're going to do all the tubs, get that out of the way, so we're set in place with that. And then anytime we add to the sealed collection, I'll break out a new tub, we'll fill it, and we'll go from there. But if you want to see the graded card collection, let me know. That'll be something that comes after. So this binder here, this is all for the art rares from this current generation, so Scarlet Violet, excuse me, along with a lot of the Crystal EXs. But yeah, and again, these aren't all of the art rares. These are just some of my favorites or ones that I pulled from openings. So yeah, like even like this Raichu, I got these when they were like $2 or $3 a piece. I'm sitting on like 10 of them right now. I got to get more of the English ones, but yeah, a lot of really, really cool artwork. I like all the different art designs, and just the colors pop on these so much. You got the 3-piece here. We got the Reboot, which I pulled in English so much. But yeah, I got a couple from each of the Japanese sets that I've released so far. Now, granted, there are some sets where I didn't really find any I liked. but like these ones here, I got the 4 masks from that one. That was pretty neat. And then these ones here, I had to add these trainers into this part, even though I know these are all SARs. But again, this is a different art style for these full art trainers with these colored borders. So I put it in this section. Normally all the SARs in higher go in the next tab, but still got a couple more pages of this, right? So I have some more breathing room for any of the future sets that come out. This binder will definitely get maxed out at some point. I may move some of this stuff around, but yeah, any other art rares that come out. So like the latest Japanese set just launched yesterday. So Battle Partners is live. I have a couple boxes coming in, so when they come in, obviously we'll open it up. I have a couple of the promos coming in with that as well. Yeah, we'll see how the art rares look for that set, just like I've been showing off everything else. And they'll get added to this. All right, second half of this. And again, these are all the crystal EXs that I found. Again, Japanese side, these are all secret rares. English side, these are just mixed into the batches. But yeah, I'm trying to get every single one of these. Now you see here, I even had the golden one, the golden ones. I will be adding the alt arts if they're crystal EX specifically. Like I know the Charizard has one. The only Japanese one I have is graded. So once I get another one, it goes in between these. So it will go here, shuffle over, but you'll see, so like I did it here. So we got the regular Garchomp, we got the alt art because it is crystal, and then we got the gold. So I'm trying to do that as well for a lot. Same thing with the shiny Charizard. Obviously I have that one. The alt art I have, but it's graded, so I need to get another one. But you guys get the idea. I don't need to keep repeating it. The crystal variants of all these, which again, you guys just kind of saw. The other variants of these, this is from TerraFest. They redid these here. So have both iterations. Well, actually there's 3 different versions, but yeah, I like these. And then obviously we started getting into the rainbows when they finally came out. So pretty neat little collection. I've kept up with it fairly well. I usually get them from 2 or 3 different people as soon as a new set drops. So once I take a look at Battle Partners, obviously I'll place an order and get some of the art rares and some of these crystals if they have it. I don't know if they're going to do crystal EXs for Battle Partners. And if anyone's watching, please don't spoil it, because again, I'll look at the set list later. But yeah, because they're doing like the whole like gym leader or the trainers and Pokemon, they may not do crystal EXs, but I'll get some kind of variant. The other reason why I have all these gold cards here is because there's only 5 from TerraFest. So I decided I might as well just get all of them. So that's why I see the difference there. I do like how all the Pikachus kind of line up. So you get the regular, the gold, and then the other gold. But even here, still got a few more pages left. But this is going to be a really awesome little binder here. All right. Let's see. 2 more binders I got to show you, because otherwise I'll forget and I'll put them away again. 2 more, and then we'll get into the tub. Oh. Put those over here. All right. Last 2 binders, and these are all of the binders that I have currently. Again, you guys have seen these before. If you haven't seen these before, you probably have no idea what this is. This is when Bandai did Pokemon cards, the Cardos Station System file. This is when they were called Pocket Monsters. And again, it was a collab that Bandai did with Nintendo and Creatures and Game Freak and so on and so forth. But these are some of the earliest actual Pokemon card sets. So you have 2 different iterations. So you have the red version, which again, says Monster Collection on it. These are pretty cool, and they have little art on the back. So if I take one of these cards out to show you, for example, it's got like their pixel art on it. It has a bunch of the facts, and it shows the breakdown. So these had 2 identical sets. There's a red set and there's a green set. Remember in Japan when Pokemon first launched, it was red and green. It wasn't red and blue. So I'm working on both the red and green set. These are very, very expensive, even for some of the commons, uncommons. Yeah, it's going to be a very neat collection. And again, these are all very, very old. Kind of hard to find now, but even like these cards, you can get the set list for them and they count as part of the set. But yeah, very, very cool little collection piece there. I definitely want to keep working on those. I think once I finish, oh, and here's the back side of it, by the way. It'd be a shame if I didn't show that off. I think once I finish the web series stuff, I'm going to move over to this. And that's going to be like my secondary focus, is just keep getting cards for that. All right. Next. All right, finally getting into the tubs. Obviously, I'm not going to put the whole tub on the table, mainly because I just don't have the space for it. So what you guys see in the thumbnail is what we're going to go through, and then that's just some of the tubs. Obviously, I have way more to go through. All right, so tub number 1. This is some of the more recent stuff that's come out. Just give me 1 second. All right. So, the only Prismatic Evolutions product I have is the Pokemon Center exclusive one. You guys saw I opened one up before. That was pretty fun. Obviously, I'm not touching this one. This is for the sealed collection. So usually with Elite Trainer boxes, I try to collect both the Pokemon Center exclusive and the regular. So here, I do have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center exclusive ETB. And then I have the sealed one. So I get one of each. It sits in these tubs, and it kind of perfectly fits in there side by side. Obviously, I still need a regular Prismatic Evolutions, but of course, with everyone scalping it and it going nuts, it's very hard to find. If anyone does find one for retail, I would gladly buy it from you. I'll pay for shipping, all that stuff. I'm not looking for handouts or any freebies, but if you can find a regular ETB like this and it's in good shape, again, I gladly pay for it. But yeah, there was no restock in any of my stores this week. I went to 5 different stores. There's only one local card shop I actually trust around me nowadays, unfortunately, especially with stuff that's happened recently. But yeah, again, looking for just a regular ETB to go with this. But a lot of the tubs that you're going to see are paired off that way, where it's a lot of ETBs for sure. But instead of me collecting booster boxes, which a lot of people ask why I don't, this is a little bit of a cheaper route to go. And again, I just collect 2 of each. Plus, if you look at some of the original Elite Trainer boxes that came out, they spiked in price. Or like even the very first one is talking like thousands of dollars. So they definitely have their value for sure. All right. But also feel free to chime in with whether you're watching this live or if you're watching after the fact. The kind of stuff you collect and keep sealed. If you do, if you don't, that's totally fine too. I've got a good mix of stuff, especially over the years. I did collect booster boxes for a while, but again, I think this is a little bit easier for me. So we have Stellar Crown, again, Pokemon Center exclusive, and the regular ETB. Again, both pretty cool, and again, I guess that's one of my things. I know there's a lot of people that do it too. I'm not the only person that does it, but I like being able to get these if I can. Unfortunately, the Battle Partners one, that's going to come out in English. No, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's just one of those things where I wasn't able to get the Pokemon Center one for Battle Partners or 151, a little bit of a spoiler. The 151 ETB from Pokemon Center is way too expensive, so I probably won't get that anytime soon, but if I can get on the website the day they open pre-orders and there's no bots ruining it like they usually do, I try and get at least one of these, and then again, I just go to a local store and get the normal one. All right, try and keep this organized here. And if you're curious how I store these and what tubs that I use, I literally just go to Walmart. They have a clear plastic tub with a black lid on it. That's what I store all these in, especially because they're stackable and I can see what's in there. I don't have to deal with cardboard or any of that stuff. So here, a little bit of a bigger box, but this is a full sealed display set of the Pokemon Go. I think this is the pin collection sets. Yeah, pin collection boxes. So this was kind of cool. You've got Rift, Sparks, and Prismatic. Very, very nice. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things where, again, with ETBs, usually up to, you know, whether it was COVID or like the chaos that's going on now, it was a lot easier to just go to the store and get an ETB so I can just put it away right away. But then random products like this, I'll just get from people online. Or I'll find shops that have it. But yeah, Pokemon Go, really, really fun set. This is one of the few sealed products I have outside of the ETB. So, but you'll see some of the sets I have. I got a bunch of the promotional products. So let's see. Nope, that's still on the screen. But yeah, really, really cool Pokemon Go. I know it's like loosely sleeved, but it's still, you know, there's no breaks in the seal. These two products here, I showed these off recently, but these are Chinese exclusive Pokemon products. It's like a little Dragonite, little theme box. Unfortunately, there's no like promo for this, or I mean, there are a couple packs in it, but that's why I never really opened it. There's not too much to it. It's just a Dragonite product with Dragonite sleeves. It even has like the energy seal on it. Yeah, you get a couple Japanese booster pack or Chinese booster packs. Sorry. But yeah, it was just one of those things I didn't really think it was worth opening. But yeah, I love the design on these. So, and again, obviously you guys know I'm a big Dragonite fan. I like Blastoise and I like Raichu. So anytime there's product revolving any of those three, it's something I usually try and chase down. All right, next. You're probably wondering what the hell is this? Pre-recorded? No, definitely not pre-recorded. Do you guys think this is pre-recorded? Does it seem that way? Did I do something like this before? Yeah, the new Chinese Mew. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. Especially because they're limiting it, which I want someone to verify that, Squirtle, because I know a lot of people are saying that, but it's not like it's on the card. Like if it said 1 of 1,500 or 1 of whatever, I could see that. But I'm just kind of curious how if the Pokemon company just, you know, releases a statement that says, yes, these are limited to a certain amount. Sure, I got it. Because otherwise it's unknown. But this here, I am going to open this up for you guys. I just kind of went overboard when I taped this up because I wanted to keep this somewhat secure. But I do have more tape, so I'll go ahead and show this off. Another really cool collection piece, and this saved me a lot of money just buying what I'm about to show you compared to the product that this came in originally. But see, that's the thing I'm worried about, Squirrel, is the first time the Pokemon company decides, oh, hey, we're going to do serialized cards like Magic does or any of these other TCGs, we're ruined. We're in a worse case than we already are now. You think scalpers and all that stuff are bad now. If they start doing serialized, like 1 of 200, any of the evolutions or Pikachu or Charizard, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. You're going to lose a lot of people, and especially for the people that play, like it's going to make it even worse for them. So yeah, I don't suggest the Pokemon company doing that. Again, I have no influence. I'm just a little nobody, but I think it'd be a very, very bad idea if the Pokemon company did that. So at least now I know for next time. Got to use something else. I mean, the duct tape idea was okay. What I have in here is still protected and secured, but looks like the bubble wrap got stuck to the duct tape here. So lessons learned. Let's see, Chinese Pikachu. Yeah, and I get that too. Like the sports side of the house has done it for forever, and it's a staple in their community. So yeah, please keep doing that. Just don't bring it to trading cards. Again, I know Magic's already done it, but there's already too many problems with the Pokemon community right now, at least on the trading side of the house. We definitely don't need limited cards. So this is the way I'm going to show this. This is probably as far as I'm going to get in here. And you're probably curious what is even in this. Obviously, you see Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. These are from that giant black and white collection box, the classic collection. You got the different decks. These are all 3 of the Japanese decks. Obviously, I'm not going to take these all the way out. This was enough work as is. But, yeah. So I do have the Blastoise deck off to the side. I did buy another one of those separately because, honestly, my intention is, as crazy as this sounds, yeah, I plan on getting this whole set graded at one point in time. And again, I know that sounds crazy, but I think it'd be a really, really cool collection piece and something that no one else is really doing. But this is what the Blastoise deck looks like, sorry. And again, they did this really awesome gold flake pattern on most of these cards. But it's just a lot of iconic cards. Obviously, the Blastoise is in there. And it's numbered, so it's only 32 cards in this. But it's a lot of just throwback artwork with this really, really awesome patterns on them. So, and again, they did mix in some new cards, but again, a lot of really awesome old artwork that's been a long time since we've seen it. Yeah, this is what the Blastoise deck looks like. But again, I have the Charizard and the Venusaur and another Blastoise deck. So, obviously, those will stay sealed for a while. I don't know if I'll ever grade any of those other decks, but yeah, thought it was pretty neat, especially the Blastoise deck. I had to get another one of for sure, but it also saved me money compared to buying that humongous box, and it take up all that room, and plus that box itself was very, very expensive. So that was a little bit of a cheaper route to take when that product first came out. Now these decks themselves are very, very expensive individually, but to have the whole set, and again, they are bubble wrapped, so it's not like, you know, all this stuff's going to mess with the deck. I just went a little bit overboard in securing this, but again, it's pricey, so I wanted to make sure it was taken care of for sure. All right, so that's the first tub. We made some progress here, folks. The first tub is complete. Yeah, let me put this stuff back in here, and we'll move on to the next. And again, some of the stuff seems random, but it just, some of these I did kind of map out and kind of fit them in a certain way. So there's certain product that goes together. But then there's other stuff that, yeah, I had a tin open and it goes in that tin, so. Or a tub, sorry. All right. This can go over here. And again, it keeps it nice and organized. And plus, having the clear plastic, I can look in there and see what's in the tub. So, yeah. And again, they're stackable, which I like. So, all right, next. This one's a fun one. Start with this box here. And again, some of this stuff, people are like, oh, why'd you collect this? Some of this stuff isn't the craziest, most expensive stuff. But I think this is very, very nice here. Dragonite V-Box. I opened a whole bunch of these, and I know people are going after these now, especially for that Evolving Skies. Pretty much anything that has Evolving Skies in it is gone up in price. But there was a point in time where I collected so many of these boxes, and you'll see as we go through. I kind of dropped off of that because while I was gone for that 13 months, I missed out on a lot of that stuff. So in terms of Scarlet Violet, I kind of just cut my losses and stuck to just getting like ETBs or something specifically like this. But again, pretty cool promotional product. When these come out, they're not, you know, too expensive. But again, it's something I can just put away and just revisit when I'm looking at the collection. All right. So, I put these in here as well, even though they're not cards, but it's definitely a collection piece, if you will. And I thought this was pretty neat. So check this out. You got some glassware. So there's 4 glasses in here. I'm going to try and open this up for you guys. Yeah, these are really, really neat. Hopefully that's looking good on camera. That's not too in the way, I don't think. But let me just take them out so we can kind of look at it that way. But again, really, really neat little collection pieces here. And again, it's just like a standard little glass, or maybe a little bit thinner, but it's got the Pokemon stamp on the bottom. But these are really, really neat. Had to get them for the collection for sure. But again, official Pokemon product here. Obviously, we're getting to my two favorites here. This one looks absolutely amazing. I love this one. And then, of course, last but definitely not least, we got this one here, which I think is funny because if you just look at it this way, I don't, you know, to be honest, I don't know. It might have been at some point in time, but I feel like someone got this off of like Walmart or Amazon or something. But yeah, really, really neat piece there. And again, what I think is funny, if you look at it this way, it's just Raichu and Pichu. You would think Pikachu would be the focus there, but yeah, very, very nice little piece there. Again, this is the glassware set. And I know there's all kinds of like kitchenware and like even appliances that they have. You can get like, there's like Pokemon waffle makers and all that kind of stuff. But this was just one of the ones I was like, all right, cool, I got to add this in for sure. All right. On to the next. Oh man. You know, that's the other thing I really like about going through this is I get to look at stuff I haven't seen in a while, or I have seen, but it's just been sitting in the tub. So you get to look at stuff like this. So this whole tub here, if that actually fits on screen, does it? Let's see if the stream catches up. Let's take a look and see how that looks. Nope, definitely doesn't. Let me move this back a little bit and over this way. Obviously, we'll take a look at all of these, but these are the Celebration Collection boxes from the 25th anniversary. Again, keep in mind, the Pokemon Company will be doing the 30th anniversary. I think that starts next year. So, obviously, you're going to see a lot of product. It'll probably start with the next gen of Pokemon cards. But, yeah, here is the Lance's Charizard. And again, these ones are cool because you got Celebrations packs and you got a couple other packs in there. Plus, these boxes have this really cool, like, reflective pattern on it. So, again, keep them nice and neat. Who knows how these are going to shake out, you know, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. And again, some of these are perfect. Some are okay. I mean, obviously, this one has a little bit of a crease in it, but it's still sealed. So, we'll go there. And obviously, they're going to stay in the condition they are because they're in those tubs. So, next one. And I like how they did all these different themes. So this is Dragapult Prime. As I bump into the camera, that's always cool. There we go. We got our obligatory camera bump out of the way. All right, yeah, we're still looking good. All right. But yeah, this one was cool because this one came with the little binder. If you guys remember when I showed off that binder recently. But again, a lot of these just came with a few packs. You got some Vivid Voltage in there. This one came with the regular promo and a jumbo in the back, plus the binder, so that was kind of neat. Next one here, you've got Celebrations, the Deluxe Pin Collection. You got the Zacian Level X with this really cool Pikachu pin. Now, the cool thing about this is this piece would rotate, so it would go from Surfing Pikachu to Flying Pikachu. You got some Vivid Voltage back there. You got Chilling Rain. So again, pretty decent pack selection, these on top of the Celebrations packs that you were getting. So again, pretty cool pieces. And again, when these came out, they're fairly cheap. And then this one here, you get the Dark Sylveon, obviously reminiscent of Team Rocket and the Dark Pokemon. This one looks like it had Vivid Voltage and maybe Battle Styles is the other pack in here. I don't remember 100%. And obviously it doesn't tell you on the back. But again, really cool products when, again, they were cheap when it first came out. But I can only imagine their pricing now. So let's see that. Oh, nope, got one more product for this tub here, so just bear with me. So there we go. And then, let me put this back so I keep organized as we're moving along. All right, so last but not least in this box here, we have the Celebrations Special Collection box. This one was neat because you got that 4-piece V-Union card. Remember when Pokemon did V-Union? And again, this is another one where the box isn't like absolutely perfect, but it is what it is, guys. It's for the collection. If I ever do anything with it, great. It's still perfectly sealed, so but But yeah, really, really cool, neat box here. Again, it has that reflective pattern on it. You get battle styles in here, and I think the rest of it, oh no, there's a Darkness Ablaze in there too. And then the rest is Celebrations. So you got V-Union broken up, and then you got the Jumbo also. This was cool because it was, at least at the time, it was every different Pikachu artwork just thrown onto one card. So I thought that was really, really cool. A lot of really unique designs there. So, yeah. Yeah, you get the 4 packs and then 2 additional. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Celebrations, again, 25th anniversary. If you look at Generations and the 20th anniversary, a lot of that stuff is very, very expensive. So, yeah, a lot of, yeah, again, it's all the different illustrators for sure. But again, you know, 30th anniversary is not too far away, so we're probably going to see a lot of product there as well. I'm just curious what they're going to name it, because 20th anniversary was Generations, then we had Celebrations, so we'll see what they come up with next. All right. All right, so that's 2 tubs down. We're kind of rolling through this. Before we get into the next tub, this is just some loose stuff that I need to get another tub for. Because, again, I try and keep all this stuff organized, but sometimes the influx of stuff I get in, I don't technically put it away right away. So you guys have seen this recently. This is the Generations special deck kit, if you will. It's all these different theme decks built in from all the other generations. Yeah, frustration. Yeah, at that point, by 30th anniversary, yeah, probably for sure. Or Imagination, something crazy. But yeah, this has a bunch of different theme decks in it. Again, from like the OG Gen 1 all the way up to Scarlet Violet. So I thought that was pretty cool. There are exclusive promo cards in here. And I showed them off recently because I'm getting them graded. There's that alt art, or the art rare Meowth. And then the art rare, oh, what is that? Why am I drawing a blank on that Pokemon? Oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts. But yeah, zoomed in just a little bit. Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where like, oh, so here's a better picture of it. There you go. So there's all the exclusive promos in there. I am grading the 2 art rares. But yeah, it's one of those things where like there's so many unique Japanese products that we never get on the English side. So it's one of those things that like if I can afford it, I'll try and grab something as it comes out. So this box here may seem just like a regular blank box, but we have these sealed Pokemon 151. I have opened up a couple of these, and obviously I've had some great luck with these, but with the prices going up on these again, I thought I would get one for the sealed collection and permanently keep it there. You guys know I dip into the sealed collection all the time, but this one, I've had my fun with it. I've completed the English set. I almost have all the Japanese art rares, but yeah, it's something that, again, I'm going to move it into one of the tubs once I get another one, but just wanted to show those off real quick. All right, next. So, speaking about Japanese products, this whole next tub, Wabbit, is all Japanese stuff. Now, I'm going to try and show this off, and it may be a little bit difficult, so bear with me. But one of the orders that I got, someone actually sent this to me. It was like a newspaper insert. This came from August 11th of 2023. Now, I'm going to have to lay it sideways because I don't think it's going to fit. But yeah, look at how cool this looks. And again, it was folded up, but this was a newspaper insert from Japan when they were promoting the Pokemon World Championship in 2023. So this is really neat. I plan on framing this at some point. I'll put it on the wall. But you got Dragonite there. You've got Greninja, obviously Pikachu. You got Lucario, you know what I mean? So a really, really cool piece. The other side here, I'll flip it over. It's just more advertisement and some other cards and products. Obviously someone's YouTube channel. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat. It's just promoting the World Championship. So I thought that was kind of a neat addition. Again, I do want to get it framed, and then I'll be able to display it. But I never really had anything like that before, so I thought it was pretty cool. All right, next. Let's go through this. Oh, there's all kinds of goodies here. Yeah, so here's another awesome product here. So this one here, it's another one of those multiple theme decks. You guys have probably seen this before, but you get the original Kanto starters, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, EX. This one's cool because they're all 3 separate decks, kind of like that other product I showed. But the other interesting thing is, that's the box it comes in, and you get a deck box that matches. But this is when they first revealed that you were getting those other art rares, right? So we had already seen the Charmander at the time, but now this confirmed that we were getting Bulbasaur and Squirtle. All of them come in this package here, so I thought that was kind of neat. You flip it over, I do like the little bit of a rainbow effect there. And then there's everything that it comes with, right? It has the big playmat, it has each individual deck with all the art rare promos. So a really, really neat product. I'm glad I got all the promos separately, so I didn't ever have to open this. But definitely an awesome collection piece for sure. All right, next. Ooh, that one's gonna be fun. All right, I'll just start with this. So this product here isn't crazy expensive, but again, I thought it was a really cool piece here. You got this. This is from Ruler of the Black Flame. Came with a bunch of packs. You got some deck boxes. You got a bunch of these cards in here. Nugget, how we doing? I'm just showing off the personal collection. But yeah, this was pretty neat. Again, Ruler of the Black Flame. Pretty interesting product there. It came with a bunch of packs. But again, you came with like this pre-configured deck that had all this stuff here. So you get some Radiance in here, which was nice. But in theory, you would open this up and you kind of had a pre-built deck already. So that was cool. It was another set that I really, really liked opening. All right, so let's see. Let's do... All right, we'll do these first. Yeah. So let's start with this. Sorry, got sidetracked and trying to keep everything organized. So I usually don't collect like deck boxes or sleeves, but when they do stuff with Team Rocket, obviously I had to get these. So this came from the Japanese Pokemon Center, the actual like in-person one. These are really, really neat. There's some Team Rocket card sleeves and the deck box that goes with it. Super unique. Obviously, I'm not going to mess with any of this stuff, but I usually, every once in a while, my man Jason Nee hooks it up, or he'll reach out to him and say, hey, there's some new sleeves that came out. So these are like Charizard VMAX sleeves. These ones are really, really cool. And again, it's all stuff that you don't really see on the English side of the house. I think it's 60 card sleeves, if I remember correctly. 64, it says on the top. There we go. But yeah, you guys are going to see a bunch of different card sleeves as well today. And again, it's usually something that I don't collect on the English side because they don't really do anything super unique. Plus, anytime you open up an Elite Trainer box, you usually get card sleeves. All right, let's see. Got to keep this somewhat organized so I can remember how all this goes back. So these go over here. All right. So let's start with this. So this is pretty cool. This is probably something that people haven't seen before. So are you guys familiar with what this is? Obviously, it's vintage Pokemon. You got a little bit of a Cleffa in that top right corner. But this product's actually really cool because it was a promotional card promoting some of the Neo sets that were coming out. And you peeled the card off of this little cardboard backing right here. Obviously, it still shows that the card is sealed in that. But in theory, you would peel this card off, and that's how you would get the Cleffa. Obviously, I kept it all together in this here. Again, not crazy expensive. Maybe it's rare. But it was something that I saw, and I definitely had to get this. So pretty neat little collection piece there for sure. All right, so next. Talking about 25th anniversary stuff. So I was able to get and hold on to the 25th anniversary Japanese booster boxes. Now, how this was different than Celebrations was that this set here, if you remember how Celebrations worked, you got 25 cards in the regular set, and you got 25 cards in the Classic Collection. On the English side, they were all in those Celebrations packs, The Japanese did it 2 different ways. So these booster boxes here, you would only get the 1 through 25 of the regular set. And then outside of that, you would get, you had to get these promotional packs to get all the classic collection. So these here, and I still kept this because I thought it was pretty neat. So I got these from Poke Typhoon. And again, he thanks me for my service. I appreciate it. And he gave me this really awesome Blastoise card. It is a reverse holo. But these here are those said promo packs. They are one single card in this pack. But this is how you got your chances to get the Charizard, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, all the classic collection cards. Now, these are very, very pricey. And a lot of people kept these sealed because some said there was a way where you can like put a flashlight on it. You can see what card is in there. But I was able to get these before the prices went too ridiculous. So I have 7 of these, the lucky 7. I'll probably never open these unless, you know, someone finds another batch of them. But yeah, so in theory, they took 2 of these together. So again, 25th anniversary and the promos, they put them together for the English side, and that's how you got celebrations. But yeah, the only way you can get the 25th anniversary, the classic collection rather, is through these. So the cool thing was they did run a promotion where if you bought a booster box or a certain amount of packs, you would get a certain amount of these little promos. And it's so weird because, again, it's just one single card in there. I have opened these up on the channel before. But again, this is definitely a really awesome collector's item that I'm going to hold on to. I have no idea if I'll ever open these, but again, shout out to good old Poke Typhoon. Appreciate you hooking me up with these. Really awesome piece for the sealed collection for sure. And that's the other thing, again, I know I'm showing you guys this for the first time, at least some of you. But again, this is just kind of a flashback for me, just kind of reminiscing on stuff I don't really take out and look at all the time. Because again, it's the sealed collection, right? If I look at it, I'm tempted to mess with it or open it. And I'd rather just keep my sealed stuff sealed. So let me close this up. There we go. So again, really, really cool 25th anniversary on the Japanese side. I know they did Chinese products as well, which I'm about to show you. A little bit of a spoiler. So, these are probably some of the coolest, let me say this facing the camera so you guys can actually hear me. These are probably some of the coolest promotional products, and the Chinese official Pokemon cards lately have been putting out the most amazing collector boxes, collection boxes, theme decks, so on and so forth. So here's the first one. Again, this is Chinese exclusive. And it's cool because it comes with this deck box. It comes with the sleeves, the mat. Plus, you got the Venusaur stamped 25th anniversary card and the Rocket Zapdos, plus a little card stand display. And this is what the boxes look like, though. So, yeah. Usually when I have them laying in the box, you kind of face them up so this is like this. But yeah, really, really neat. I think there's 6 different boxes to this. And I only have 3 of the 6. So here's the next one. You get the Charizard. Obviously, this one being the most expensive because you got that stamped 25th anniversary Charizard card in this, guaranteed. It even shows on the back here. But yeah, and then just the box art alone was really, really neat. It looks super clean. Like, if you look at it like this, it's not bad. But you can see that's where this little sleeve and divider goes. But super clean. Obviously, when you set them on their side, it makes the artwork look even better. And then, of course, last but not least, you guys know I got the Blastoise one. So the other ones that you can get, there we go. That one looks really sick. So there's a Gardevoir one, there's a Rayquaza, and then there's an Umbreon one. Those are the other 3. Yeah, no worries, Rabbit. Do your thing. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, and anyone that's popping in and out, obviously the stream will go, you know, obviously I'll upload it after we're done. So, hey, no worries. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out for as long as you could. But yeah, this one's really, really neat. And again, this one's cool because, again, you get the 25th anniversary stamped Blastoise with the Let's Go Team Rocket card in there. And then again, playmat, deck sleeves, all that stuff. So really, really neat products. Again, the Chinese Pokemon market has some of the best promos. But yeah, look at this. If you lay it on the side and display it like this, which probably can't see all of it, but yeah, really, really cool collection piece for sure. I want to try and find a better display for these, but for the time being, they get to sit in the box and not collect dust or anything like that. All right, let's see what else. Let me put these back real quick. All right. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay organized here. That goes like that. All right, so two other things that I have in this box. One is fairly new and one is very, very old. So this here is the Japanese little binder collection for 151. There was two different iterations of this. I have the other one somewhere. It's around. But yeah, this one's pretty cool because it's a longer, thin binder. But you got a bunch of Japanese 151 packs in it. But that's what the binder looks like. You get the 3 promos. And then, of course, they just showcase some of the cards. But again, Japanese and even Chinese promotional products are really top-notch. And it's one of those things where, like, we just don't see this kind of stuff on the English side. So that's 151. Now this one here, this one's very, very old, and this is something else that's kind of special, especially from who it came from. But this here is a EX Crystal Guardians Blastoise theme deck, or the Storm Surge theme deck here. In its original plastic, you even see like the little hanger is still folded down. This thing is really, really neat. Again, obviously I'm a Blastoise collector, so this was a piece that I had to have. This is from 2006, as you can see right there. Oh, there you go. Maybe you can see a little bit better there. But the other reason why this is unique is when I was sponsored for a little bit, I was sponsored from JD Man Collectibles. It was a mom and pop shop. But I bought this from JD. He had it on his website, and for some reason, people weren't buying it. But yeah, really, really cool theme deck. Again, it is from Crystal Guardians, which is a very, very awesome set. Crazy expensive nowadays, but nice to have at least this theme deck here. And again, it just reminds me of JD anytime I look at it. So another awesome collection piece. All right, let me put all this back. Make sure everything's fitting the right way. Perfect. All right. Oh. Definitely getting a good bit of a workout here, moving all these tubs. All right, next. This is another big tub here. But I think you guys should like this. And I say should because I don't know why you wouldn't. So there's only 4 things in this next tub. Oh, and it makes sense because of how big all of these products are. So this may look familiar to some of you. Some of you may have never seen this before. Let me get that into frame here. Let's see how that looks. All right, that's not too bad. All right, so these, if you're not familiar with what this giant Sword and Shield logo in front of you is, these are the notorious Charizard Ultra Premium Collection boxes. At one point in time, I had 5 of these. If you guys saw, I opened up a couple of these in random streams or random bits of content. But yeah, these are the sealed 2 that I have. And I kept on to at least 2 of these. At one point in time, these got as cheap as like 80, maybe even 75 bucks. because of how crazy the Celebrations one was when that Ultra Premium collection came out. The Pokemon Company really wanted to print these to the ground so everyone had a chance to get them. And then, just like XY Evolutions, it got to a point where you would just see these sitting in the shelf for weeks at a time. Really cool product. Again, these Ultra Premium collections, especially this one, it started off fairly cheap, but it's definitely growing in value again, especially because of all those Evolving Skies packs. You get the promos in there as well. So you need to get one of the promos for this. Gotcha. The bundles, you can buy the 3 promos all together. I know there's a lot of people, even on, if you go on like TCG Player and you look at this product, the first couple listings you'll probably see are just the promos, because they are all sealed together. Yeah, you could probably get like 30-40 bucks. I would highly suggest looking into that sooner than later, because not only is this product going up in price, but all the people that took these out and kept these sealed, that's going up in value also. But the cool thing was, you got all these little metal white and gold tokens here. You got what, 16 total packs plus the promos. So yeah, definitely a lot of value here. But this is one of the more affordable Ultra Premium collections you can get your hands on. So it was definitely a nice piece to pick up. But that's why I have 2 of them, right? So if the case ever gets crazy expensive down the road, well, I can gladly part with one and I'll hold on to the second one. But that's just 2 of the items in this giant box. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Let's take a look at the next product. Oh, so this one you've probably seen more recently, especially because this is one of the latest and greatest ones. But this is the Terrapagos EX Ultra Premium Collection. Now, size comparison real quick. I know this is barely on camera as is. But yeah, so size comparison real quick to the Charizard box. Obviously much longer. The Charizard box is way heavier though. Let's see how that looks on camera. Yeah, you kind of see it. You kind of get the gist of it. But yeah, this box is way heavier, but it's the same amount of content, or the same amount of contents, if you will. But yeah, this is one of those that I was like, hey, I'm probably not going to open. I know Stellar Crown is a really, really fun set, but I just didn't really have any interest in actually opening this, even though it does have some really cool products in here. So you get all 3 of these promos. The gold Lapras is tempting enough to open up. But same thing like the Charizard one, people are selling all these loose, so you kind of just get them yourself. Yeah, and that's understandable too. Like, that's why I was lucky enough to just have a tub that fits these, because yeah, some of these products are just getting way too big. Or like there's like the really square, like random products, like the latest Charizard special collection box they did, the one with the figure. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't fit. But same thing here. This one came with 18 packs. Obviously, a lot of these are all Scarlet Violet sets. It came with a little display stand for all 3 of these cards. You got the play mat, everything. So definitely a cool product. In theory, I just want these for the promo binder. But yeah, most likely this will stay sealed. I do like the design on the box, but in terms of Ultra Premiums, I don't think it's the best. The one I'm about to show you is probably second. Maybe even first to me, because spoiler alert, I don't have the Celebrations one, unfortunately. It is something I'm working on getting, but yeah, this one here is probably my favorite. I've opened this a few times, but yeah, we have the 151 Ultra Premium Collection. Now, I'm just going to take a look real quick while you guys are looking at that. And actually, let me flip this down so you get the better view of this absolutely beautiful Mew right there. I'm going to look online real quick and see how much these are going for, just for the sake of conversation. Let's look at sealed product. Yeah, so when these originally came out, these were around the same price as all the other ones. They were like that 120 or like 115, depending on where you were getting them. These are currently sitting at $276 a piece, which is absolutely insane. Getting close to that double price mark. But again, it's 151. Every 151 product is going up in price. And I'm not going to price all the other collection stuff. This is just something that I just wanted to use for reference. But again, really awesome promos. You got the Mew and Mewtwo, and then the Gold Mew. It's a metal card. But yeah, a bunch of packs. You got 16 packs in this one. I'm kind of curious why they went up with the Terrapagos one, but yeah, 16 packs. I think when I was in Virginia, I had 2 of these, which is really, really fun. Again, you got all the play mat, the deck box, all that stuff. But definitely an awesome product for sure, especially when a lot of the other 151 stuff was just really hard to find. I was lucky enough that one of the viewers, yes, one of you, sent this over to me. So truly appreciate that, and obviously all the support. But yeah, another awesome piece for the sealed collection for sure. All right, let me put all these away. Oh, goodness. All right. So while I have this on my mind, I'm going to show this off because we were just talking about it as it barely fits in camera. We're talking about odd shaped collectibles. So here's the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection box. Obviously this thing is huge and it's a giant cube, but it's cool because it has the figure in there. You get Charizard, and then it has Charmeleon. It shows the packs, and then carefully flip over and we get Charmander as well. So really, really cool product here. Really, really like the design. It's just a humongous box, so kind of tough to store. All right, let me move some more stuff out of the way. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you are, you guys know what to do. Make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. We get closer and closer to 900 subs every single day, so I truly appreciate it. All right, next tub here. Let's see. All right, not part of the tub, but I thought I would show these off as well. We talked about the trick or trade packs. So here are all the different variants that I have from when they started it. I want to say this is the most recent one. Let's look at the back. Does it have a date on it? Yeah, so this is 2022, 2023. And then, yeah, last year's 2024. This one is open because I was actually giving some of them away. But, yeah, just thought I would show that off there. And then I do have a second one of these. I was going to start giving that stuff away for Halloween, but we didn't really have anyone come around, at least this neighborhood for Halloween. So, I don't know, maybe this year. All right, next. So these next couple, it's going to be a lot more Elite Trainer boxes, and I really, really like these ones. I'm going to stand up for a bit, so because I'm obviously going to be moving around. So if the audio sounds different, that's why. But so here you have the Shrouded Fable Elite Trainer boxes. Now, what I liked about these is the design, and some of them were that way, but the design looks really different. So obviously you can tell here even from the top. The front looks the same. And then obviously it shows the promo and the additional stuff here from the Pokemon Center exclusive one. Again, this was one of those that I was able to get, luckily, when pre-orders opened up. And here's the regular one. This one looks different. Again, same kind of front. Actually, the front has a little bit of a different design too. Let me grab this back real quick. Yeah, so you can tell. And obviously it has the label on it here. But even the front design is different, which I thought was pretty neat. They reorganized all the Pokemon. A little bit of pattern change. But yeah, sometimes it's a subtle difference. Sometimes it's drastically different. So we got those two. This is one that I forgot I didn't have the other ETB for this, so I need to go get one. But we have the Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center exclusive one. I guess I didn't realize that I didn't have a normal one, so hopefully these aren't crazy expensive, but I got to get a normal one. But yeah, really, really neat. And again, the main difference between the Pokemon Center exclusive and the regular one, you get a couple extra packs, and then the promos, you get two. One says Pokemon Center, and then the other one just has the regular, just regular set stamp on it. But really, really neat. I like the Elite Trainer boxes for sure. All right, so these two. Actually, all the ones in this box I need secondaries for. And that's probably why I didn't, rush to get these. So Temporal Forces came with 2 ETBs. Now there's rumored that a set that's going to come out later this year is going to do 2 ETBs again, which is a little bit of a pain, especially for collectors. But these are the Pokemon Center exclusive ones. You get the Ancient and then the Future. Pretty neat designs. Again, I need regular ETBs of this. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this whole box here, I think it just has single ETBs. Yeah, because even this one's really nice. And again, another Pokemon Center exclusive. This is Paldean Fates. This is another set that's booming as of late, especially with the Bubble Mew, the Charizard, the Gardevoir, and all those beautiful full art trainers and alt art trainers. Yeah, really, really nice ETB. All right, I'm just keeping things in order here. And then the last two from this one, and again, it's another one of these double ETB sets from Paradox Rift, both the Pokemon Center exclusives. These are really, really neat. And again, you got a little bit of the Future and Ancient. Personally, I wish they would just stick to 1 ETB, especially as a collector. It's tough to have 4 ETBs for one set. It's kind of obnoxious, but yeah, as you see here in a couple of these tubs a little bit later, maybe even tomorrow, you'll start seeing that I do have 4 ETBs for the same set. It's kind of insane, but again, the benefit to these is you get that exclusive promo. But outside of that, I mean, it's just a couple extra packs. All right, on to the next tub. So here is the other 151 little binder collection. And again, it's another tall, narrow binder. You still get the same promos. But yeah, that's what it looked like compared to the other one. I do like the other one a little bit better, but it's still pretty neat how it has all the Pokemon on the front. Again, you get a couple packs, you get the same promos, and then it just shows some of the hits you can get from 151. When I got these, they were like 12 bucks a piece, so it was definitely perfect additions for the collection. All right, so next, bunch of deck sleeves. And again, I told you I don't collect deck sleeves, but some of these I do. So these are kind of neat. These are the Pixel Pokemon deck sleeves. I was really hoping it would just have like randomized patterns. But these were from the Pokemon Center website, 65 cards each, or 65 card sleeves. Got a few of these just because, again, it's all like the OG Gen 1 Pokemon. Thought that was pretty neat. Got a couple of these also. You have the Charizard ones. So there's a binder that goes with this, and I do have the binder. I don't know if it's in one of these tubs. I guess we're going to find out. If not, it's probably off to the side. But yeah, Scorching Charizard there. Again, these came from the Pokemon Center website. Again, I usually don't collect deck sleeves unless it's something that, I don't know, I find interesting. So kind of like these here. These are all interesting because there's a bunch of dragons. You get Dragonite there, Tyranitar, Hydreigon. You get Metagross, which obviously not a dragon. And then, of course, I'm going to draw a blank on that last one. That's unfortunate. Anyway, on to the next. These ones are really cool because, again, you get Dragonite there, and then Pikachu just kind of riding on Dragonite's back. And then this one's really neat. This one was a Japanese Pokemon Center exclusive. Obviously, you see the tag here compared to these ones. But this one's kind of neat, especially, it looks like Dragonite's using Hyper Beam, but the actual orb there is holographic, so I thought that was pretty sick. Again, I promise I'm not a collector of deck sleeves. I just happen to get them as time goes along. Here's another awesome Chinese exclusive product. I did open one of these up in one of the streams, but this one's really cool because it has one of my favorite Pokemon, if not my favorite Pokemon on the front. This was a Chinese exclusive set that featured Blastoise on this set of the set, and then they did a Venusaur on the other one. So you had a chance to get the hyper rare Blastoise VMAX, which we never saw in English or Japanese. And then you also got a brand new Blastoise full art that was never seen in any other set. So really, really awesome collection piece there. Here we go. Here's that giant Charizard binder, and I don't know if you're even going to be able to see this because of the reflection. Let's see. Kind of see it right there. Is it a seal on it? No. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to try and get a good angle. So, nope. Can't even see it. Yeah, that looks terrible. That plastic is just not helping me out by any means, but you kind of see it right there. Take my word for it, though. There's a Charizard in there. There you kind of see it there. But yeah, premium binder. It's got the zipper on it and everything. All right. So, next. Two other ETBs that are definitely going up in price. And I need to get regular versions of these as well. But you have Paldea Evolved, and you get that Obsidian Flames. Oh, man. Well, that sucks. As I'm saying that, look, there's a nice big tear in the front of that one. Well, unfortunate. I'm going to have to look and see how expensive those are now. Let's take a look. That's the risk you take when you try and store sealed stuff. Goo, my goodness. So this ETB sealed, which again, unfortunately, and you guys can see it here firsthand, that is not a complete seal. I mean, there is a tear. Everything else looks perfectly fine on it. And of course, it's just right on the very top. This ETB right here is going for $260. I got this at retail when the set came out. But again, it unfortunately has that big tear in it, so I really don't know what I want to do with it. Obviously, I'm not going to open it. And the reason you would open it, though, you get this promo here that has the Pokemon Center stamp on it, which is probably just as expensive as this whole box, and then I would just get it graded. But, man, that's kind of unfortunate. Again, it's been sitting there since I got it. I put it away right away. And then you get the Paldea Evolved one. This one looks really neat. It's a different box design than the regular ETB. Let's look at this one just to see if there's any rips or anything in this. This is normal too. They put these little holes in here for shipping purposes. But in terms of overall condition, very, very clean. Again, you get that Pikachu, and that promo, again, it has the Pokemon Center stamp on it, so increases the value there because you can only get it from this. But this one looks clean, so all right. So only just one casualty here. Again, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to leave it alone, but yeah, that's unfortunate. All right. The next two. So, and again, when I was talking about, you know, having multiple ETBs for one set, well, here's the prime example of that. So we get both of the Violet ETBs, Pokemon Center exclusive and regular. Look at how different these look. I like the clean look on this, but if you're looking at it, you would think this was the Pokemon Center or more of a premium one. Yeah, so not only do we have both for Violet, we also have both for Scarlet. And again, the Scarlet one looks way more premium than the Pokemon Center one, but that's just they wanted to do a simplistic look with that. So, and again, same thing, same kind of contents. You get a couple extra packs. And then again, the stamped Pokemon Center promos. But yeah, kind of crazy. Definitely a lot of ETBs in this collection for sure. But again, at least the way I see it, they're a little bit easier to maintain. And especially if you can get them as the sets come out, they're fairly cheap, and you don't have to run the risk of paying double or triple the amount. All right, put all this stuff back in here. All right, this next one is going to be fun. There's a lot of really nice, somewhat expensive stuff in here now. So, you guys saw me open this up before. This is the Chinese equivalent to Evolving Skies, Evolving Cries, Evolving Lies, whatever you want to call it, or the EV Heroes. This is the Chinese iteration of that. You guys saw me open this up before. Unfortunately, didn't pull any of the high-end evolutions. That's why I kept this sealed. But this is 24 packs of 5 cards each. Pretty neat packaging and a unique box art design as well. So the only reason why this isn't in the box with the other ones is because of this shape. But we have another Ultra Premium Collection box here. This is the Arceus V-Star one. I have opened this up on the channel. There's a video. I'm pretty sure you can just search Arceus and you'll see it pop up. But this one's neat because the sleeve slides off, and it's Arceus, and all this little star pattern is all holographic. You can kind of see it. But flip it on over, and there's everything you get there. This is another one. Yeah, 15 packs in this one. They're so inconsistent with how many packs go in these. Now, the other one that's similar to this is the Greninja, which I don't have that one. I need to get that one. I'm going to look that one up real quick. But yeah, that's another one I need to get in terms of like premium collection. Okay, so that one's not too bad. The Greninja one's going for pretty much the same price it released at, so I should be able to scoop that up. But this one's cool because you got the Metal Arceus and V Star. I showed those off the other day. But yeah, really neat promotional product here. Different style for Ultra Premium Collection. I don't know why they do these one-offs. But I think this was a GameStop exclusive, just like the Greninja is. So that's why they kind of did that a little bit different. All right. Following suit with Arceus, you get one of my favorite little collection boxes here, or figure collections. It's the Arceus V. Now, there's a coin. That one's pretty neat. That came from one of the lunchbox tins. But you get that awesome Arceus figure. You get one of the most beautiful promos that's not overly expensive. You see some brilliant stars in there. You get some... oh, I think that's Cosmic Eclipse in the background right there. That's pretty sick. I didn't even realize that. So you get a chance of Cosmic Eclipse, and you get Chilling Rain on the other side. Now, the other cool thing about this is when this product came out, they did this same promo in English, Japanese, and Chinese. So I also have the sealed Japanese version with the Legends Arceus stamp on it. Obviously, that was the reason why they did this. And the Chinese version, again, I like the Chinese promo a little bit better in terms of the packaging. But in theory, it's the exact same thing. But, yeah, so I have all of them. So that's why when I store it, I just usually put this in here like this. Slide that in the corner right there so all of them are together. And then we put the Arceus coin right here at the base. So there you go. Everything's all nice and neat together. All right, so next. Another thing I don't really collect, but some of the stuff was just from products I opened or people gave me. Some of these playmats here. So you have the Crown Zenith playmat from one of the products that came from. I want to say that was the Morpeko V Union one that they did. You get the 151 playmat here. This one's from the Ultra Premium collection. And then this one here. This is the shiny Eevee one, which I know you can't see any Eevee on, but I promise this is the shiny Eevee one. That came from the, oh my goodness, the, was it the Pokemon Go special collection box? That, yeah, it had the Radiant Eevee on it. But, yeah, just a couple extra playmats. Obviously, I stick true to my playmat here, and I have a backup for that one also. All right, next. These next three boxes were expensive when they came out, and now they just continue climbing in price. Definitely some of the most unique looking packaging in terms of like texture on the package itself. But you have the Jolteon VMAX Premium Collection. I'm just going to let that sit there. It's just absolutely beautiful. Such awesome artwork in these cards. Again, Evolving Skies is in here. And you get the Jolteon V and the V Max, which beautiful alt arts. Plus, you get the coin and the jumbo. I kind of want to get the jumbos just loose and try and grade them. I know, yes, you can grade jumbos, but yeah, absolutely amazing. These boxes themselves, they definitely went up in price for sure. But they've re-released these or re-dropped them a couple times. Not necessarily re-released, but again, really cool packaging. The whole back of this, you can kind of see it there. It's got a little texture all over it. But so we have Jolteon. We have Vaporeon. So give them their own little bit of time in the spotlight here. Again, the V and V Max promos, and then the jumbo that goes with it. Again, more Evolving Skies. So not only is it Evolutions, but then there's Evolving Skies in there. So that obviously jacks up the price for sure. Flip over the back. I feel like I want to do more streams standing up now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Or if you're watching this now or watching after the fact, how's the audio for my voice doing this standing up? Or if I should just continue how I've been doing it and stop trying to change. But yeah, Vaporeon VMAX collection box there. Very, very beautiful. All these are in very, very good shape. I got lucky. I found all these at the store at the exact same time. But yeah, and then last but definitely not least, we got the Flareon one. Again, they all come with their own pin. The Flareon V and then the VMAX promo. And then, of course, you get the Jumbo, which I love how Executor is just like in awe of how huge Flareon is right there. But yeah, really, really neat promotional product there. All right, good. Dino, how we doing? Just showing off some of the sealed collection today. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, all three of these products, if you have them in your sealed collection, I would highly suggest leaving it that way. If you're looking to find these, you're probably going to pay a premium. But yeah, very, very awesome products. Very, very limited for sure. All right. Put all these back. All right. More tubs down. So yeah, went through all those. Okay, nice. What do you think, guys? Should I keep going or should I call it there? The only reason why I say it is I'm through about half of the tubs, so I can either call it there. I mean, we're at 92 minutes so far, so pretty solid stream. I know Dino just got here, and I'd hate to leave as soon as someone gets here, but you know, let me show off one more thing. We'll do that. We'll save the rest of the tubs for tomorrow, especially because there's some really, really awesome stuff in the rest of the tubs. But yeah, let me just show you guys one last product here. And this one, I know for sure, is not going to fit on screen. Because this is probably one of the biggest Pokemon products that they've made. This is one of the Sam's Club exclusive ones. But you probably have seen this before. Oh my goodness, this thing is huge. So, Crown Zenith. I'm just going to slide this over as you see how massive this box is. You get the Sea and Sky Premium Collection. It literally fills my whole playmat. This thing was insane. If you're a Crown Zenith fan, whether you're keeping this sealed or not, this was a product to pick up for sure. Look at all those packs of Crown Zenith. And especially with the hit rates in Crown Zenith, you were bound to get something good here. But yeah, let me look back at the stream real quick. And yeah, it literally takes up the entire screen. But yeah, really, really neat product here. I'm going to flip it over so we can look at the back. So when this came out in the stores, Dino, or Dino, however you want me to pronounce it, these were like 35 to 40 bucks, I think. They weren't crazy expensive, which, again, for Crown Zenith. But again, it's because it was at like Sam's Club, so it's more of like exclusive membership kind of thing. But yeah, 14 packs of Crown Zenith, which is insane. And then, of course, you got the jumbo cards and the promos. Yeah, really, really neat collection box here. Obviously, I have this off to the side because it doesn't fit in those tubs. So I need to find a way to properly store this. I may just wrap it in some blue tape or some brown paper, sorry. Yeah, you may still find these out in the wild, but again, they're going to be at Sam's Club. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. 94 minutes for today's stream. I appreciate everyone coming through. Dino, appreciate you. Nice seeing you. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, same usual time, that noon to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll go through the rest of the sealed collection. Depending on how long that takes, we may dip into my graded card collection. Obviously, that's ever expanding, but I'll at least show you what it currently looks like. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Yeah, definitely. And again, if you end up missing any of these streams, or you come in late, Dino, I always upload the streams to the channel. Obviously, just go under the live tab and you'll be able to watch everything there. But yeah, got through a good bit of the collection today. I'm actually excited about that because, again, we'll show off the rest of it. And then I can put all the tubs away and my room will look a little bit more normal, if you will. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. Again, I will see you tomorrow for the rest of the collection showcase. Maybe even some of the graded card stuff. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Yeah, tomorrow, noon or 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, tomorrow for sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Enjoy your weekend.